Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And as usual, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Wow, 26 people in the chat already. You know what? I've put a link in the description and in the chat. If you want to join and give us your thoughts on the game, go ahead and join. Anyone can join. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. Another win. Let me go through the comments already. Cookie says my power was out for so long. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Which is good speed to be fair, but missed most of the game, man. I'm so sorry. Before I go on, let me know if you can hear me, because I've seen people doing this so many times, talking for like 5 minutes without being heard, and it's usually really disappointing and very sad. It's usually a sad situation. Another win for Arsenal. We never get far in the Carabao Cup, so it's a good competition to get like the likes of Nketiah and Willock playing. Let me know. We can hear you. Thank you, RK Sweetie. Sorry about your power, Cookie. RK Sweetie says, "Oh wow, buzzing." Yes, of course. It wasn't that kind of competition, but a win is a win, whichever competition it is. From what I saw, it looked it looked like a good performance. Standout for me was SAKA. Absolutely. You're not wrong. You don't even have to watch the game to realize that SAKA was man of the match, man. Awesome player. Again, I've put a link in the chat. If you want to join, you can join. Just click on the link and it will bring you to StreamYard. And you can give me your thoughts on the game. RKCity says we can hear you. Thank you very much. Huge improvement on West Ham, as I said. The power went out, so couldn't watch most of it, but as of what I saw, looked much better than West Ham game. Well, it was kind of a boring first half, to be fair. You would have slept in that first half, but hey, I don't care how we play as long as we get the win. Plus, we had so many changes in that team, so I'm happy that they got the job done. I hate our timings. We aren't even playing in Europe yet, and we have a Monday game. Yes, we are playing on a Monday next week against Liverpool. And if Liverpool win their game tomorrow, we'll also play them on a Thursday next week. So 2 games at Anfield next week, a place we never win, a place where we get smashed up. So yeah, it's not the best to have the games on a Wednesday. So on a Thursday and a Monday and midweek, basically. A Wednesday night, it's fine, but those kind of days. But hey, RK City says waiting, no problem. I'm here now. But hey, we won 2-0 on goal. Nketiah scoring in the 90th minute, around 90th minute. Again, another goal from Nketiah, very good for his confidence. I put a poll the other day and asked how many of you really cared about this competition, because I did some videos with some Leicester fans, and they were like, you know what, it's not that much. It doesn't matter that much whether we win or not. And for Arsenal, the last like 20 years, it has looked like that, because we always like put so many youngsters in this competition and never win. But today we played really good. The likes of PEPE were there, the likes of LUIZ, so it was really good. Oyefolu says PEPE got to improve on his skills and speed. I agree with that. Now the thing with PEPE, I feel like such games he should be like dominating such kind of games. He should be proving himself in such kind of games. Like SAKA was playing really well, Nketiah was playing well, Nelson was playing well, and we really couldn't see PEPE. But hey, he helped us get the first goal, so I'm okay with that as long as he contributed something. But he should like be dominating such kind of games. Like ask for the ball, like go past players. He dribbles too much on the left, on the right, gets a chance. I was really frustrated with that first chance he had with the right foot, and he didn't shoot it. I was really frustrated with that. So let's see how it goes, because I think he has lost his position in the first team in the Premier League, which is very sad. But yeah, we can see why, to be honest. I love PEPE. I hope he has a good season, but we can see why he lost his position. Too much dribbling at times, can't use his right foot. We don't have time for that. I want you to shoot the ball when you have the chance. So good point, Oyemade. Patrick says another win. Thanks, Gunners. Yep, 3 out of 3 this season, but Liverpool probably twice next week. Now, if we make it 5 out of 5, then we are going to have a very good season, because you don't want us to go to the to Anfield in the Premier League and lose 4-1, and then go there in the Carabao Cup and lose again like 4-1. That would be damaging. So we need to. Yeah, Cookie says not Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. You know what? Let's hope Lincoln win their game tomorrow because they're playing against Lincoln tomorrow. So let's hope they win the game because I don't enjoy Anfield games, man. I really don't enjoy. The last time we won at Anfield back in 2012. 2012, Van Cazorla and Podolski were still new players. That was their first month at Arsenal, so that was a long time ago. 5-5, 5-4 on penalties. Yep, but the last time we had a penalty shootout against Liverpool, it went quite well. I like the Carabao. I like all competitions. Let's win a quadruple. Let's win all four. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4 competitions, and I'm happy. I want us to try and win all competitions. I don't want us to be like, you know what, I don't care about the Carabao Cup. I really don't want that. Let's try and win. But anyway, I've talked too much about the next round and about the comments. But for the game, the starting lineup, was I happy with the starting lineup? Kind of. I was surprised that LENO started. That was fast. I was surprised that LENO started. The defense back five, I still expected a back five. As always, it has worked for us. So I don't want us to change that back five for now. We don't really have the players for back four. If you play a back four against this team, you're going to be hammered. So I think it's fair to just keep on with the back five. NILES was there holding LUIZ, KOLASINAC, and SAKA. The thing is with our formation is when we have the ball, it's a back four. When the opponent has the ball, it's a back five. So there's a lot of switching in our team. NILES, I expected him to start. Cedric, I heard that he got injured yesterday. I heard that he was injured yesterday, so I'd already done the preview, so I'd included him in my starting lineup. Holding, didn't expect him to start. Expected SALIBA now. Let me know in the comments section. SALIBA. When are we going to see SALIBA? Seriously, I waited for SALIBA for 1 full year. I thought he was going to come and play straight away, but we're already going to 2021 and I've not seen SALIBA in a competitive match. Like, what has happened to him? Like, do we have to wait until next season again? If that was the case, then we'd have already taken him out for another loan. Then if he wasn't coming to play, we'd have taken him out for another loan. It doesn't make sense to have him in playing for the under 23. But let's see, what do I know? Arteta knows better. So for the rest of the team, in the middle, we had Willock and NENY. You know what? I still can't believe NENY plays for Arsenal. NENY still plays for Arsenal. This guy was there with the likes of Frimpong and Wilshere. I thought he was supposed to leave Arsenal a long time ago. I mean, let's be honest. NENY is not good enough for Arsenal, and he's still at Arsenal. Talk about stealing a living. Talk about stealing a living. I won't judge him. He's still part of Arsenal, so we'll support him. The next ones were Reece, PEPE, and Eddie. So it was good to see Nketiah getting a start. Nelson, Willock, and SAKA, all our young boys, plus Niles. So it was good to see all of them starting. Plus PEPE, which I don't understand. Like, has PEPE really dropped down to the Carabao Cup level? Because I was expecting him to like have a big season this season in the Premier League, but when he came on in the last Premier League game, didn't have any impact, and today missed so many chances. PEPE, can you people tell me why PEPE can't use his right foot, man? It's so annoying when you have the ball in the box and you can't shoot the ball. It's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. And he's not the only one who does that. Ozil, whenever he plays, he gets a chance to shoot the ball and doesn't shoot. Like, why do you can't score without shooting the ball? You can't score without shooting the ball. Or your fellow says till next year, Saliba, then we would have taken him out on loan. Like, if it's until next year, we should have taken him out on loan. Saliba will probably feature versus Liverpool. Nope. No, Cookie. Which Liverpool game? If it's the Carabao Cup game, yes. But in the Premier League, you cannot test out people against Mane. That wing, you're going to be tortured, man. You're going to be like Mane. I have seen him perform so many times against us. I'm not having it, Cookie. So this was the game for him. If he doesn't start in this one, since he hasn't started, for me, he has to wait until when we come and play the likes of West Brom. No disrespect to them. Obonga says Nketiah is outstanding. Nketiah is definitely very, very good. I'm happy. Again, I've put a link in the chat. If you want to join and give your thoughts of the game, feel free to join. David Luiz captained the team today. Looks like he has won our hearts back, kind of. Like there was a time we were crying for him to leave Arsenal. After that Man City game, I couldn't believe like he was still at Arsenal signing a contract. But I heard Arteta really loves him. In terms of helping the likes of Gabriel, will be very important. So let's see how he does. I think we are doing well. I agree with you, Olawoye. I just hope we can keep up the consistency. That's what you meant, I think. Rukundo says, love the night game. Was it really enjoyable? Was it really fun? I felt like it was a bit boring in the first half. I saw many people complaining. Cedric injured 24/7. Oh, wow. Another Arsenal player injured 24/7. Wilshere, Diaby, Cedric, Karlstrom, Tierney in his first few months at Arsenal. We've seen it time and time again. I'm not even surprised anymore. Cookie says, I saw the lineup information. Only shock was how many players were rested on Leicester's side. Nothing wrong with our lineup today. Lineup looked class. Yep, I was glad that Vardy didn't start because Vardy has scored a bunch of goals against us, home and away. Home and away. I hope we can continue this consistency. I agree with you. Liverpool next. Now, that's where the test is. Liverpool twice. Hopefully it's once. If Lincoln beat them, that's a good fixture away from home, away to Lincoln. I think we played them some years back in the FA Cup and beat them 5-0. Anfield is a rock. Yep, they have not lost there like 3 to 4 years. We can't do anything there, but no fans will help us. We have to be confident. We now have Arteta, but I don't want us to go there and lose like 5-0. That is what I don't want. Like for confidence, for Arteta's confidence and all, I don't want that. Nketiah, WILLOCK, SAKA, Ainsley, and Nelson are the English wonder kids we have. We will have more English internationals than Spurs soon. Yep, I agree with you. I really hope that what has happened to Smith Rowe. I really wish like he could be part of these guys. Like he was out on loan last season, did well at Huddersfield. I was hoping like he'd come back this season and start playing like these other guys. Because Martinelli, when he comes back, I'm expecting him to start playing again right away. So I don't really know, man. But good point on the youngsters. Pepe may as well have 1 foot. Cookie says, you know what? It's very annoying, man. Because when I see these other players in these other teams, these creative players, the likes of De Bruyne and Hazard, man, when they get the shot to the left foot, it's a goal. It doesn't matter. So being like in front of the goal, you don't have to turn. It's so annoying when you start turning again. So annoying. Rukundo says Pepe still behaves childishly. And you know what? He's getting punished because now he's not in the Premier League team, unfortunately. I thought he was going to play, but I don't know. And even if you sell him right now, how much are you going to sell him for? 40 million, 35 million, such a loss. But let's see how he does this season. The truth says, what the hell are you talking about? El Neny has been very good. There's no one who has said El Neny has not been good. El Neny has been good, but where we want to go, top 4, go back to the Champions League, compete with Barcelona and all those teams, El Neny is not good enough. El Neny has been good for us right now because we have no one else in midfield. That's why you'd think is good, because we have no one else. I'm telling you, you can go and play for Arsenal right now. The truth, I'd put you in the Arsenal squad right now and you'd play very well because there's no one else who can play better than you in that team. In midfield, we are so short. So anyone you'd put there, even a 16-year-old, it'd look very good because we don't have anyone there. But El Neny, if we are selling him right now, would Liverpool buy him? No. Would City buy him? No. Would United buy him? No. That shows you something. Like if you're to sell Aubameyang right now, all those 19 other teams will want him. But El Neny, probably none. So he's been good in these 2 games, 3 games, but he's not what we need. He should not be starting for Arsenal. That's what I'm trying to say. He should be coming from the bench, not starting for Arsenal. But he's done well, fine, but not starting for Arsenal. We can't win the league with El Neny. Let me just tell you the truth. I reckon Saliba will be served on this league game and start the Carabao Cup. Very risky, but if he can do well, then that's fine. David Luiz is a world-class defender. World-class defender. What is Van Dijk then? You can't put Van Dijk and Luiz in the same level. You cannot put them in the same level, man. Cafu, Maldini, Nesta, those were world-class defenders. Luiz is a good defender. He's a good player to have as part of the team, but world-class, no. This is what the likes of Cranky come and read, and they're like, you know what? I had Oyemade saying LUIZ is a world-class defender, so we don't need to buy anyone. Please, 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 please. We need to buy people. We still need to buy people. Cookie says, I think we go in aim for a win, but of course, coming out with a draw would be good. Yep. Cookie says Smith Rowe is injured. How many times is he injured? How many times are our players injured? How many times are our players injured? It's so frustrating. Let me go back to the game again. How is this not a penalty, honestly? Like, what does Arsenal have to do to get a penalty? I'm telling you, if that was Man U, they would have been given that penalty. I don't even care. Like, if that was Man U, they would have been given that penalty. How is that not a penalty, to be honest? He sees things no one imagined. Klopp can win the game under this manager. I don't get you. This manager of Arsenal is dangerous. Yeah, if that's what you mean, definitely. Arteta is very good. Like, if he gets 2 wins against Liverpool away from home back to back, give him a 10-year contract. Do what Man U did with Solskjaer. Give him a 10-year contract because he'll deserve it. He'll definitely deserve it. Very, very good manager, knows how to use his squad. Everyone looks confident around him. Playing for him, I mean, any of us in this chat right now can go play for Arteta. Even if you don't know how to play, even if we are not fit to play in that pitch, he'll play for Arteta because he's such a good manager. And the first time he joined, we were not confident in him. So let's keep supporting him. I definitely agree with you, Arteta. I want to know why was that not a penalty, seriously? Because I don't see the reason why he'd fall down if he's about to score a goal, not Saka. If it was Ashley Young, then I'd say okay. But for me, that has to be a penalty. Let me put something in the chat. If you want to join, you can come on. Today I was typing so fast. I meant if you want to join. Sorry. Cookie say Manu would have been given a penalty in the goalkeeper, and the other player would have been suspended. Yeah, 9 men and the penalty. That's what the referee would have done. So it's very, very annoying. Actually, with midfield, we need to at least secure one midfielder. We have to. Like, it's a must because we can't go the whole season with Willock and NENY. That is lying to ourselves because XHAKA is good right now. So if he gets injured and Torreira's left, what will we do? We don't have any creative midfielder there. And clearly, Ozil, you know what? We'll come back to Ozil. It's just so stressful talking about Ozil and Guendouzi right now. We don't have world-class defenders. Last time that happened, 2004 for Arsenal. Yep. Sol Campbell, such kind of defenders. Those were good defenders. Even Kolo Toure was good. But right now, I don't think we've ever had a world-class defender. Koscielny was a great defender for a few years, but world-class, we have not reached that level yet. The likes of AC Milan and Juventus, the likes of Cannavaro are world-class defenders. But if you put like top 10 defenders in the Premier League, you won't even see an Arsenal defender. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Let me talk about the game again. So, it started quite slowly. Missed a lot of chances. Nelson should have scored. I was so frustrated too because I want these guys to do well, and this is your chance to prove yourself. If Nelson scored at least one of those goals, one of those chances, especially the one from the corner, it boosts your confidence and it gets you to start the next game. But missing those chances, but he played very well. I'll talk about it in the player ratings later. I think he did very well. At least when he had the ball, I felt like he can do something for us, just like Saka. So I'm happy with the performance, but he should really have scored. I expected him to start. There's been talks of him going out on loan, so I won't be shocked if he's taken out on loan because I need these players to perform. Right now, we've waited for too long, and fans are very impatient, especially Arsenal fans. So we cannot say, let's wait for another 3 years. Let's wait for Saliba to settle. Let's wait for Nelson to grow up. Let's wait for Saka to grow up. Let's wait for Martinelli to recover after 1 year. Let's wait for NENY to come good. We can't do that. Like, there's no time. These teams are growing. The likes of Everton are coming up. Cities keeps on going further and further. Liverpool are about to add Koulibaly. They'll be very dangerous. They'll just keep increasing the gap. So we have no time to wait. We definitely have no time to wait. By the way, I hope I'm clear. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. We need to get a war and consider a new right back or new center back. If we sell Guendouzi and Torreira, we can get 50 million. That's probably around £0 out of Kroenke's pocket. Yep. Nothing from Kroenke's pocket. So then we buy a defender. Let's just hope. let's just hope so. Okay, Sweetie says Nelson and Saka played well, man. Speaking of Saka, he should have been given a penalty, but apart from that, he was brilliant. Now, as I always say, I did a couple of videos, like 3 or 4, talking about how Arsenal could line up before the season started. I never really included Saka in the starting lineup, and I still believe that's very unfair. Every time I see people doing predicted lineups, Saka is never there because he played left back last season, but now we have Tierney performing. In front of him, you have Aubameyang there, so he'll definitely not cause Aubameyang to leave the team. It won't be. Saka is not as good as Aubameyang yet. So that left wing is already covered. On the right wing, I don't like him on the right wing, but he has performed there. Plus now Willian has come, Pepe is there. As the number 10, maybe you can play him, but you're not playing a 4-2-3-1. So there's never really a place to fit him in, and it's really unfair on him. But if he keeps on doing this, you can't drop him, honestly. You can't drop him because he has really performed. The first time I saw Saka's name was when we lost to Chelsea in Azerbaijan in the final. And I was like, who is this Bukayo Saka guy? But last season and this season, we've known who Bukayo Saka is. So he's really, really good. I hope he keeps on doing that. Had Nelson could be going on loan. Yep, that's sad for me. I really like him as a player. He's better with his feet than Pepe. It's just that Pepe can shoot better on free kicks and stuff. I saw Nelson taking some free kicks under 23 before he came to the main team. So for me, okay, let me ask a question. If you had to take one youngster out on loan, which one would you take out? Saka, obviously not, or Nelson, or Willock. Between those 3, which one would you take out on loan? Because for me, there's a time I was saying Niles, but it seems Niles has really improved a lot since like the FA Cup and stuff. So let him keep staying in the team. But from those 3, actually from Willock and Nelson, just give me from those 2, which one would you take out on loan? Willock and Nelson, one of them. Which one would you take out on loan? Saka is the best of the 20 in the league, definitely. You can even say he's one of the best. Whichever age group is in the top 20 great players right now in the league. Like opponents are afraid of him and they want him to join their teams. That's how good he is. So I'm really, really happy with Saka. Nelson plays well, shows some glimpses, but he needs to start scoring goals. That position he is, we need goals from that position. We need goals from Pepe. We need goals from Willian. We need goals from him because last season Aubameyang scored all of our goals. So we definitely need goals from our midfield. And since we don't have number 10s, it has to come from the wingers. So Nelson, but he's a good option in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup is a very, very good option, Nelson. So yeah. Patrick says Saka is a real talent. Thank you, Patrick, for being here. By the way, Sweetie, Cookie, Rukundo, Oyefulu, Cookie, of course, again, you're always here. I appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Nelson needs to be loaned to German football. Again, he did very well there, but again came back, didn't really live up to expectation. Loan him out again. We'll keep on saying these players are youngsters, and after we check now, they'll be like 30 years of age and they are sold. So we need these players to start performing right now. RK City says Willock. Okay. Cookie says Willock. I'll take Willock, to be honest. Out on loan, that's what you mean? You take Willock out on loan? I think I'd agree with you guys. Willock, I don't know, man. In terms of box to box, that is all we have, but it doesn't really show me. When Nelson has the ball like today, you would see what, something can happen here. When Saka has the ball on the wing, you're like, something will happen here. We can get a goal from this. Same with Martinelli when he has the ball. Sometimes same with Niles on the wing. But Willock, when he has the ball, do you really feel like, what, you're going to score today? I don't think so. So I don't know what to say. So let me keep on talking about the game. So my prediction was a 2-2 draw and we'll go to penalty shootout. And after the first half, 0-0, it was looking that way. But I'm good that we picked it up in the second half. Pepe at least trying to shoot for once and trying to cross the ball for once with his right foot. And then he hit the post and then Fuchs scored an own goal, which is really good for us. Just like at the end of last season, some positives going for us, like some luck. Arsenal is always never lucky. So we never get this luck like this other teams. Like, how can we not get a penalty for that? Let's be honest. that should be a definite penalty, but it's Arsenal, we never get luck. So I was happy that build up, and then for the second goal, Nketiah, their keeper seemed like he was sitting down and waiting. I don't know what happened there, but I'm really happy with this. This has showed like Arteta who's deserving of playing next week and who doesn't really deserve to play for Arsenal right now. Who was your man of the match? Let me also know that. Who was your man of the match? Because I thought Nelson played well, but should really have scored. Saka played really well. Eddie Nketiah, okay with another goal, 2 goals out of 2. I'm happy with that. PEPE really disappointing in the first half, okay in the second half. You know what? Kolasinac actually played well. Kolasinac played well, man. Let's give good opinions and good ratings to these players because I think Kolasinac played well today. You know what can happen with Kolasinac. Every time I see his name in the starting lineup, I go for prayers before the game starts because you don't know what's going to happen. But today, fairly played well, so I'd give him that. I would take we can loan Willock to another Premier League team. Which Premier League team wants him though? You know, these players are good, but which teams want them? Because I don't know, man. Burnley, he can't fit in Burnley. Brighton, maybe. Leeds, I don't think they'll need him right now. City, definitely not. Tottenham, we can't give them players. Which Premier League teams? We don't have 50 Premier League teams, Cookie. Like, which one would he join? Which team would want him? Man of the match, Saka, I agree with you. So I was happy with that result. Another clean sheet. We are really keeping a lot of clean sheets. It's starting to become worrying. Like, is this the real Arsenal? Are we actually keeping clean sheets? Like, since the end of last season, we are keeping a bunch of clean sheets. So let me do the player ratings quickly before I extend this. By the way, tomorrow my Fantasy Premier League show will be early on, like around 2. I've scheduled it somewhere, so around 2 p.m. UK time. I have some guests from Australia coming on, so watch out for that. We'll be previewing game week 3. And of course, if you haven't joined my league, the link is in the description if you want to join it. So let me get into the player ratings. Man of the match, Cookie says Saka. Let me know who your man of the match was. I was really happy with that. A few players, some didn't impress me, but some did impress me. So player ratings. Who will get what? Player ratings time. For who came on? Willian came on, and CEBALLOS came on. Who else came on? I've forgotten the third person. Did anyone else come on? I've actually forgotten the third person, but that's okay. Let me go through the comments again. We were denied a penalty, so unfair, but it still paid off. We won. Yep, we won. I'm happy with that. Player ratings, Leno first. I was surprised that Leno started first of all. I didn't expect him to start again, but it looks like in terms of match fitness, he's trying to test him out until like he's totally fit. So Leno for today didn't have a lot to do, but Leno, why is he always trying to kill our players? Like there's a time like he almost killed LUIZ. The other day he almost killed CEBALLOS. Like sometimes he's too rash. I don't know, man. He's too rash. Like he jumps all over the place. He's a good shot-stopping goalkeeper, but does he really give you the confidence? And do you really trust Leno when the ball is in the air? You can't say so. But for today, I'm going to give him a 7. Didn't really have much to do, but he kept a clean sheet. You can't give him anything less than that. He did well, so I'm just going to give him a 7 for today. Man of the match, Saka, KOLASINAC 6. They should give us some good vibes against Liverpool. I really hope so. So Leno doesn't really fill you up with confidence, but he's a good shot-stopping goalkeeper. At least he is better than Kepa. That's one thing we have. But man, that thing for Martinez, I think it will hurt me for the next few years. I wouldn't really have sold Martinez. When the ball is in the air, Martinez gives you confidence. But Leno, not really so. But didn't have much to do for today. So Leno, I'm going to give him a 7. Also, let me know what you give these guys as we go slowly by slowly. Leno for me gets a 7. As we played the back 5, I'm going to start with the center backs. LUIZ, as I said, he almost got killed again by Leno. Captained the team today. As I said, recovering from that game in June where everyone was saying sell him. He's now playing a bit well. At least he's organized a bit at least. Like he doesn't make those clumsy mistakes, and he hasn't given a penalty in 3 months. That's a positive. LUIZ hasn't given a penalty in 3 months. That's a really, really good positive. Like for once, like at least he did well for today. Captain the team, defense, kept a clean sheet. That's all we need. That's what we're asking for. Captain the team to success. LENO 7 for me. Yeah, we are denied a good, a clear penalty, definitely. How many times does Arsenal get penalties? Like, I think someone has to be shot in the box, literally. The referee needs to see that someone has been taken out on an ambulance so that he can give us a penalty. But when Fernandes steps on someone, he gets a penalty. I just don't understand, man. We're also unlucky with the ball that was cleared off the line, but hey, it's all good. We won the game. So for me, LENO and LUIZ will get a 7. I don't think I can give them anything higher than that, but 7, I think it's fair enough. The other center back, Holding, the other day played really poorly. Was it against West Ham? It was shocking. Holding was shocking against West Ham, but today, at least he was okay for today. They kept a clean sheet, so I won't give any of them under 7. I think Holding deserves a 7 for today. He was okay, didn't have much to do. Of course, if Vardy was there, it would have been a different story. If Vardy was there, everything would have been really different. So Holding for today is going to get a 7. The same with LUIZ. So 7, I think, is a fair score. The next one is going to be KOLASINAC. As I said, KOLASINAC, you know what? He played well. He didn't really make any mistake. Going forward, he looked okay. I actually saw him clearing a ball. There was a tackle he made in the second half. I was like, wow. Like, I almost threw a party at my place because KOLASINAC had actually tackled. You know, KOLASINAC, look at him. Just look at him working hard. Just stare at the screen for 10 seconds and look at KOLASINAC actually covering someone without committing suicide. Like, look at KOLASINAC. Just admire that. Give him a 10-year contract. Give this man a new contract. KOLASINAC. Well done, boy. Well done. Well done. Nope. Good performance for today. I'm going to give him a 7. Come on, KOLASINAC. One of the best defenders in the English Premier League. Proves it again. Any of you doesn't give him above 7 is a hater. Cookie says shot anywhere other than the head as it's going to VAR. Yep, other than the head, exactly. And when it goes to VAR, they will break down everything. Like they will search it. They will send it back to the military cameras to search it. They will send all the camera experts, all the technology experts, like, is this really a penalty? They'll put lines, they'll put curved ones, they'll put parallel lines, they'll put everything so that they decide whether it's a penalty or not. And then after all that, VR, no penalty. Keep on going, and then we lose the game, man. As I said, I see what you do there, Cookie. Get yourself some Pringles. Get yourself some Pringles. I'll pay for it. As I said, KOLASINAC, accidental pan. What a pan. That's good. That's very good, you know. KOLASINAC deserves that. KOLASINAC deserves such top pans. Congratulations to you and to KOLASINAC. And the only one that had that, who said that? There was someone who said that, you know what? I'll give it to you because you had that. I never had that. KOLASINAC, what a player. 7 for today. RK Sweetie says 7 for today. Very, very good for today. Better than all the other days. So I think he did well. 7. Deserves to start against Liverpool. Oh my word. If he starts against Liverpool against Salah, we'll have to pray. Like, we'll have to join. All Arsenal fans will have to come together and pray because Salah already scored a hat-trick this season. I'm not looking forward to that. But KOLASINAC for today gets a 7. The next one I'm going to talk about, I've talked about Holding, LUIZ, NILES, KOLASINAC, and the left wing back was SAKA. SAKA, man of the match for me, definitely. He's going to get an 8. Should have gotten a penalty. Didn't really see him getting a chance to score, but he was okay for today. Very, very good. Every time he has the ball, I feel like we can score. I feel like something can happen. That is what I want to see. SAKA, every time he gets the ball on the right, on the left, I feel like, you know what, you can actually score a goal. Like something can happen from this SAKA guy. So SAKA gets the man of the match. You can actually argue that he should start against Liverpool in the Premier League, but we have to wait and see. the way he dribbles past players, it really fills you up with confidence. So I'm really proud of this guy. I hope he keeps on going like this because he's going to become one of the best defenders and attackers. Actually, he's not a defender; he's an attacker who can even play as a defender. So, 8 Fact says, how did Holding do? I've given Holding a 7. I said he was better than what he did the other day. The other day against West Ham, he was really awful, but I think we were lucky that Vardy wasn't there because it would have been another story if Vardy was there. I don't think these guys can handle Vardy's pace, but did what he had to do against Iheanacho and who played as a left, Gray and Albrighton. I think he was okay. I saw a couple of times where he headed the ball out from corners, so I'll give him a 7 because we also kept a clean sheet. So Holding gets a 7. RK Sweetie says Saka 9. Wow, that's a high one, but you can actually argue that it can be a 9, but I didn't give him a 9 because he didn't really get an assist or goal. You know, when you get a 9, you have to really have like made me like smile the entire game. He made me smile for like 70 minutes, which is good. But 8, he's still the man of the match. 8 or 9. If I was giving halves, I would have given him 8.5. But Saka for today did well again. 8, man of the match, definitely. And that was the back 5, back 6 plus LENO. The midfield, every time I just mention the name NENY, I still can't believe NENY plays for Arsenal, man. I still can't believe NENY plays for Arsenal. Like, if NENY can play for Arsenal, all of us can play for Liverpool. Like, we can actually go and play for Liverpool. NENY still plays for Arsenal, but hey, I don't want to kill his confidence. He has not made any mistakes since coming on, although he got a silly yellow card early on, and I was like, why do you have to get a yellow card so early on in that position you're playing? It's very annoying. Like, Saka stopped doing that yellow card thing and red card thing, and NENY has brought it back, but NENY hasn't really made any other mistake. He's looking like a good midfielder, should be up there with Henderson competing for PFA player awards and all that. Mohamed Elneny, on top there, the best Egyptian in the Premier League. Very unfair of me to give him a 6. Should be something like a 10. Mohamed Elneny, on a serious note, he'll get a 6. Didn't really stand out. Again, I said I give him a 6 because he got a silly yellow card. It could have been 7, but 6 because he got a yellow card. But I'm happy with his performance. He's doing kind of well, I'd say. Won't really complain. So Elneny will get a 6 for today. The next one I'm going to talk about is Joe Willock. Now, I've just asked which one would you sell which one would you loan out, between Willock and Nelson, and most of you have given up Willock. And again, I was really kind of disappointed in him today. I didn't really see him like stand out. You know, SAKA stood out today. Apart from his hairstyle, let me put it on screen. I think he changed his hairstyle, right? Yeah, that's a new hairstyle. I think it's like all over the place, but that's I can give him an extra mark. You know what? I'll actually remove a mark from that for that hairstyle. Terrible, absolutely terrible, Willock. But anyway, he didn't really stand out like Saka or Nelson. Like, does he really fill you up with confidence? No, man. I want all these Arsenal youngsters to perform, but you have to be better than that, honestly. You have to be better than that. Elneny yellow 5, okay. He's holding starting 11. He's holding starting 11 versus Liverpool in game week 3 Premier League. Or for me, let's see, Gabriel, LUIZ. Yeah, I'll put holding in because in the Community Shield he did well against them, and also when he played against them in the what? In the Premier League, the last time we beat Liverpool in the Premier League, like 3 months ago. You know, we've beaten Liverpool twice in a row, so I think he did well in both games. Actually kind of dominated Mane, so yes, 8 facts. I would start him alongside LUIZ and Gabriel. That would be my 3. And then if Tierney is back, he'll play left wing back for me. Back to left wing back. Willock 4. Wow, RK, you're very harsh. But yeah, that hairstyle, I can agree with you. Spaghetti hairstyle, Willock. Yeah, we need these flares. You know, if you look like someone like at Aubameyang, I don't know if I have Aubameyang anywhere here. You know, if Aubameyang, yeah, I have him. Of course, what am I talking about? Aubameyang has to be here. You see, Aubameyang, you can clearly see he does a lot with his hair. But he doesn't just do a lot with his hair. You can see him performing on the pitch. I don't care about how many Lamborghinis Aubameyang gets. I can actually get him one more because he performs for us on the pitch. But you can't just be concentrating on your hairstyle, your modeling. I won't mention names. You can't be concentrating on all that. We need you to perform on the pitch. So, hey, I won't go in too much on Willock. Let's see how he does in the next few games. But that is Aubameyang. You can admire him. He'll be back against Liverpool to score a hat-trick. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Who's the next one? I've gone through NENY and Willock. Now to the front three. First one I'm going to talk about is Nelson. Oh, Nelson? Yeah, Nelson. I'm going to give him a 7. It could have been an 8 if he scored, but I'm going to give him a 7 because you can't miss that chance he missed from the corner kick where he just put it outside. I saw him shooting very, very far. I don't even know what to say. Like, he had a couple of good shots where he tested the goalkeeper. The best player after SAKA today, to be fair, he was really good, but should have scored. It could have been 7.58 there, but 8 is for SAKA. If he scored, it would have been 8. Nelson, for me, today is going to get a 7. Didn't really stand out, but he was okay. He actually stood out with SAKA. You would have felt like the goal would come from him because he was really good today. So Zakaria says Willock 6, Nketiah 8. Wow, that's high. Nelson 7. These are very high ratings. There's a time I felt like we were going to penalties and these players are just going to get 6s and 7s, but we did get the goal. Nelson, Sakari says Nelson 7. Yep, I'm glad you people agree. 7 for Nelson. I'd give him that too. Good game. Let's see how it does in the next game next week in the Carabao Cup again. These games are coming very fast. The next one is Pepe now. Pepe. Can you guys help me? What to say about Pepe? What to say? Pepe is a very good player. 70 million pounds. Did well last season for me. Not the best, but he actually did well. Double figures in assists, and I think almost double figures in goals. Did Pepe get more than 10 goals last season? Or around 8 or 9? I'm not sure, but he did contribute last season. But when you play someone like Pepe in this game, you're trying to show him, you know what? Willian has come, he has taken your position. You need to prove yourself. Show me why I should put you back in the starting lineup against Liverpool. Last season against Liverpool at Anfield, although we lost, he was really good. He ran Van Dijk all over the place. He was the first person to dribble past Van Dijk. He broke all those records. So you'd think that Pepe would prove himself in this game and start next week. I'd still start him with Willian and Aubameyang because of the pace. I want pace. Because if you're going to play attacking football next week or counter-attacking football, you need space. But he didn't really show me all that. Like, I'm still going to go back to that time he had the chance to shoot with his right foot and didn't. Why don't you shoot the ball? Why? Why don't you shoot the ball? 8 Fact says Bellerin 9 is subbing 5 to 10 minutes and dribbled past 2 defenders. Oh, he dribbled past 2 defenders. That is the guy I forgot. He actually came in, yeah. How can I forget this model? This guy he stands out of everyone. He stands out. Pepe 6. Pepe 6, not really sure if he can get 7. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't really think he can get a 7 because he dribbles too much. Like there's a time I left Pepe dribbling the ball on the right wing. I went and put a cup of tea. I came back and he was still on the same wing dribbling the same ball, the same possession. He was still dribbling. Left, right, left, right, left, back to right, left, back to right. That is Pepe for you. He dribbles too much, man. Just put in the cross. Let's try and score the goal. Yeah, man. Just try and score the goal, man. Try and score the goal, man. Pepe, I like you, but you need to improve a lot, man. You really need to improve a lot because Willian is now part of the team. LACAZETTE has started scoring goals. Nketiah is scoring goals. Aubameyang is undroppable, so we need something. We need him to show us more. Like, definitely need him to show us more. So Pepe gets a 6. I hope you guys agree with me. In case you're just joining, in case you're wondering what you're talking about the Carabao Cup 3rd round game between Leicester and Arsenal, which Arsenal has won 2-0. I'm now doing the player ratings. I did the match reaction early on. After the live stream, I'll put timestamps in the description so that you can know where I started the match reaction and where I started the player ratings, so it can be easy. I've talked about LENO, I've given him a 7. I've talked about NILES, Holding, LUIZ, KOLASINAC, and SAKA, Joe Willock, NENY, Reiss Nelson, and PEPE so far. So that is the Carabao Cup. I hope we win it this season. We've never won it. Since I started supporting Arsenal, we've never won this competition. So I hope we can do it this year. I really hope we can do it this year. Who's remaining? Eddie Nketiah. I didn't get a photo of him celebrating. I think I came to this live very, very quickly, but I'll use a photo of him from the last game. Eddie Nketiah, 2 goals in 2 games, doing the business, scoring the goals. I'll give him the same rating as Saka, an 8, but Saka still gets the man of the match. But Nketiah, getting himself in the correct position, working hard for 90 minutes, running all over the place, played 90 minutes. Sometimes I don't like him when he plays on the wing because I don't think he's creative at all. Like, I think he's just a striker. He's like Inzaghi back in the days at AC Milan. You can't put him on the wing. He'll just look lost. But in terms of scoring goals, he's now scoring goals. Also adding to those goals he scored against the likes of Southampton at the end of last season. Nketiah, I'm happy with the goals. You can actually argue that he might start ahead of Lacazette, but thankfully Lacazette has also been scoring goals, so he can come on for that game. Probably will be one of the first subs in that game. So Nketiah for me today will get an 8. Zakaria says Leno deserves a 7. Yeah, I gave him a 7. He did better. Yeah, I gave him a 7 actually, just to prove you that I gave him a 7. Let me put it on screen. I did give him a 7. Could have been 6 if LUIZ got injured, because he tries to kill so many of our players these days. He's really uncomfortable in the air, but really didn't get tested a lot. So I gave him a 7. I gave LUIZ a 7 too. I also gave Holding a 7. A lot of 7s in that back 5, because we kept a clean sheet, but none of them really stood out. So I gave them 7s. KOLASINAC also got a 7. WILLOCK got a 6. NENY got a 6. SAKA got an 8, of course, man of the match for me. PEPE gets a 7. Did I give him a 7 or a 6? PEPE gets a 7. He'll get a 7. Nelson gets a 7. So those are my player ratings. Did I give a PEPE a 6 or 7? I'm confused. I think I wrote PEPE twice. But anyway, to make it clear, I'll give him a 7. For the subs, CEBALLOS is going to get a 6. At least he appeared and gave, I think, a good pass to WILLIAN that I saw. WILLIAN also gets a 6. At least he was, when he had the ball, I felt like we could add another goal at that time. BELLERIN, as who said it? There's someone who talked about BELLERIN. Yeah, 8 Fact says BELLERIN gets a 9 because he dribbled past a few players. I didn't actually see that. I think I was so stressed. I was just waiting for the game to end. I didn't even notice him dribbling past players, but those are my player ratings. I don't know how many you don't agree with. We are through to the next round. If Liverpool beat Lincoln City tomorrow, we'll play Liverpool on Monday in the Premier League at Anfield, and we'll also play them on Thursday in the Carabao Cup. Now, last season, we also played them in the Carabao Cup. We scored 5 goals at their place, and we still couldn't win the game. So that is Arsenal for you. That is typical Arsenal for you. But hey, that was under Emery. We're not in the Emery era anymore. We are in the Mikel Arteta era, and I feel like we are going to do well. So let me give Arteta his rating for this game. Arteta really fills me up with confidence. Like, even when he talks, when he's in the side, I feel safe with Arteta. I feel like he'll give these players the correct instructions, the correct analysis of the game and all that. For today, 7 or 8. I think I'm going to give Arteta an 8. I don't know, man. I'm confused. 7 or 8. We got a win through to the next round. You know what? I'm going to actually give him an 8. I'm going to give Mikel Arteta an 8 because he did what he had to do. Won the game. We are through to the next round. As I said, a competition we never win. So let me change that to an 8. So in case anyone is watching this on replay, Arteta is going to get an 8. Mikel Arteta gets an 8. The starting lineup was okay. Didn't expect LENO to start. Expected our new signing RUNARSSON to start, but it didn't. NILES, I expected him to start. Holding, not really expected SALIBA there. LUIZ, okay. KOLASINAC, okay. SAKA, okay. WILLOCK, NENY, Nelson, PEPE, Eddie. That's actually what I expected, apart from Cedric, who I realized was injured, and SALIBA was really disappointing not to see him starting. This guy is really good. Like, already 3 wins out of 3. Everyone looks to be performing for him. Is there anyone who isn't really performing right now? Okay, apart from the likes of Ozil and Guendouzi, who I actually think if Ozil and Guendouzi start today or start any other day, they can actually perform very well. And that is because of the training methods and all that. Zakaria says manager 10. 10, you know what? We kept a clean sheet. We won the game with our second team. His hair looks good as always. Fills me up with confidence. Nothing to judge him about. Nothing we can't talk about. We can't talk about him. Like, we can't give him anything less than 8. I'll give him an 8. I think 10 is too overkill. But let me tell you something, Zakaria. If he beats Liverpool at Anfield, come back for those player ratings. I'm actually going to give him a 10 that day. If Arteta, wow, man, I can't wait, man. Also, just to remind you guys, I'll do an FPL show tomorrow. And from next week, from that Liverpool game, I'll start doing watch along. So you're welcome for that. You're welcome for that. And so that you can see the exact reaction right there and then. Right there and then. RK Sweetie asks, what about Ceballos? Ceballos was okay. Wasn't on for a few minutes. Wasn't on for a lot of minutes. So I gave him a 6. Had the ball a couple of times. Yeah, Zakaria says those boys are doing well, very, very well. All of them, you know, Lacazette scoring goals, Aubameyang signing the contract because of Arteta, Gabriel hitting the ground running immediately, Willian looking good already, XHAKA has really improved his game already. Bellerin for me is looking better than he did last season. Tierney becoming one of the best left backs, if not the best in the English Premier League right now. LUIZ has improved his game. I can't wait to see if the likes of Mustafi stay and the likes of Chambers stay. It will be interesting to see how they do under Arteta, because I've never really seen Chambers play under Arteta. Has Chambers actually played under Arteta? I don't think so. If he has, maybe very, very few games. So for me, it's really, really interesting times. Arteta really proving himself, doing the job for us. Let's see how he does against Liverpool next week. I really just don't hope. I just hope that we don't go get smashed both games at Anfield. It will kill our confidence, and then we'll be back like, oh, do this, do that. So Arteta gets an 8 for today. Could easily be man of the match. Our manager, my manager, top lad. So Liverpool next week. Let me know your predictions for the games next week. Not the exact score predictions, but I'm expecting Liverpool to win their game tomorrow. So next week when you play Liverpool twice, do we expect 2 wins? Do you expect a win and a draw? Do you expect a win and a loss? Do you expect 2 losses? Do you expect 2 draws? Let me know in the comment section. How many do you expect us to? How do you expect us to do in the league game? How do you expect us to do in the Carabao Cup game? As always, I'll have a preview for that game. I'll have a build-up with the Liverpool fan to give us some insight on the game. Let me see. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 3. That's the league game. Man, I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy if we can beat Liverpool at Anfield in the Premier League. Last season we went there in the Premier League. We played very well in the first half. We dominated them. But LUIZ came on, gave out a penalty, dribbled past by Salah, and we lost 3-1. In the Carabao Cup game, we scored 5 goals and we still couldn't win there. I've seen us go to Anfield, Arshavin scoring 4 goals and he still couldn't win that game. So I never really enjoy games there. You know, the last time we won at Anfield, as I said, Giroud was a new player, Cazorla was a new player, Podolski was a new player. Years ago. I think, yeah, Arteta was still our player. The last time we won at Anfield, Arteta, I think, was our, like, the captain on that day or something. So that was a long time ago. But anyway, that was the match reaction for Leicester and Arsenal. That was the player ratings for Leicester and Arsenal. I think we did well. The young players did well. SAKA man of the match. We got the job. We got the job done as I wanted. Win or draw for Gunners. Win or draw? win or draw for the Gunners for sure. Well, if we don't lose, I'll be happy. So let's see how it goes. But anyway, as I said, that was the match reaction and the player ratings. I'll be back tomorrow. Let me give you guys the exact time. 11 a.m. actually UK time. 11 a.m. UK time. I'll be back with the fantasy tip show. I've scheduled it there somewhere. If you go through my channel, you'll see it somewhere. For the Fantasy Premier League fans, I'll be here with a couple of XPL. What is XPL? I was about to say EPL and FPL in the same minute, it became X. Like, you know, when you mix red and blue, it becomes purple. I don't know where I got that from. Just ignore that anyway. But that was the player ratings for Leicester and Arsenal. FPL tomorrow. On Friday, I'll have the prediction show for the weekend's games. On Saturday, I'll have a build-up with the Liverpool fan for the game. And I think that same Saturday night, I'll have my match preview for Liverpool-Arsenal. A lot of videos coming out. I hope I'll also have an extra video if we sign a war or party. It will really, really boost what we want to do right now. Like, we definitely need a midfielder. NENY is doing good, but we definitely need him to do better. So thank you, RK Sweetie, for coming on. Thank you, Sakaria. Thank you, 8 Facts. Of course, Cookie, as always. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Patrick Nganga, I hope I'm saying the name right. Thank you. Rukundo Kenneth, thank you very much. Oyefolu, I appreciate you. Am I forgetting anyone? Like, I saw like 30-something people in the chats. Make sure you leave a like, by the way. I'll really appreciate it. Dobibi, thank you for coming on. The Truth, who told me, what the hell? NENY has been good. NENY has been good. I agree with you. Thank you for watching. Olawoye, thank you for watching. Obonge, Andrew actually missed your comment, says Nketiah is just outstanding. Let me put it on screen. I missed it. Sorry. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope I've not forgotten anyone. Thank you to everyone for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you comment after the video your thoughts on the game. Of course, as every YouTuber says, make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe. It helps me a lot. All that the YouTubers say, install it here. Just put it here. Sakari says, thanks, bro. Thank you very much. Rest says, Nketiah is very good. I like him. Thank you also for watching. I appreciate you. So, yeah, 2-0 win for Arsenal. On to the round 4. On to the last 16. 3 more rounds, and we are back to Wembley. Just 3 more wins in the Carabao Cup game, and we are back to Wembley, of course. You know how is history with Wembley, but we still have a long way to go. We still have to get through Liverpool, probably Tottenham or Chelsea, probably Man City, probably United, a long way to go. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.